Hello and welcome to this Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto 5 Part 2. Well, this week I've been quite busy really, because I've been snowed under with work. But here we go again with another video. And this time we're just going to do the first real mission in this actual gameplay. So it's a lot different, but it's just strange, but as well because I actually pre-recorded this a couple of weeks ago. It's actually doing this commentary on the 6th of October, and of course now GTA Online's out, so probably I will be pushing out a GTA Online video soon, but I don't know when, because of course I've got a lot of other things on my mind and stuff like that. And I've actually got another job that I do 5 days a week, and that, and by the time I get home from there I'm just not really in the mood to be able to do them. Sometimes I am. It depends how tired I am. But yeah, but yeah, so yeah, I've been giving that a bit of a bash, and just been doing GTA Online. It is a bit strange because it's completely different, because of course it's fully free roaming with missions where you can do it online, and it's good that you've got where you can integrate with what you say a crew and stuff like that, and go around and rob the shops and stuff like that, and you make the money quicker in online, whereas in career mode of course you don't make it as quick because you're on your own and you just purely you do missions. So here we are going into the first one, real mission, where you'll end up talking to this guy, which is a bit of a loopy bastard anyway. So yeah, he's just a bit of a loopy git, because the way he is and how he talks to him, how he wants him to be his little son, I think, because he says he's never had a black son before, which is a bit strange to say that really, but you don't know, I don't know, but I just think this guy's a massive crook, which is quite funny because he thinks it's acceptable to be the way he is, ripping off people with stupid prices. So yeah, of course you've already met these two, and it's just basically this way. You've got to go and get some repo, I think, some repo order of a bike, and then you got this kid. I can't remember the name off the top of me, but this kid's alright. So you got him, but he's a bit funny. He's strange. He's proper from the ghetto, whereas in your character, actually, I don't know, it's like as if he lives in the ghetto, but he doesn't actually try to live that way. He's trying to get out, which in turn, it's more as I think you'll see into the game, he'll get out and he'll make it, because of course a lot of this I've already actually played through, so I could actually get the gist of how the game works and all that, and how it looks, how it feels and all that, and then I'll just set this other one up just so I can actually walk it through with you lot and actually develop it, so you can actually see a clean game, as I'm trying to, of course, get to 100% with it. But so yeah, I'm doing this until I complete it, and that will mean everything, the side missions, you name it, I'm gonna try and complete it all. Here I am taking a nice car. You actually, from the back end, it looked like a Ford GT really, but of course I don't think it is. It's not. It does look like one, but I can't even remember what it's called. Just a funny game. So yeah, but the thing is, the problem is, at this time I completely forgot that all, of course, the music in this game is actually licensed, so more than likely I'll probably get pulled up for copyright, because of course I'll be using all the songs out of there off the radio which are licensed. It's a bit annoying, but at the end of the day, that's the way life is, isn't it? Everyone's got to try and make money. and they do that by having it licensed, so you have to pay for it to have it in the game. But it's just ridiculous, really, because I don't see why you have the music they try and use in game. They should especially say so. It's like they pay for a license, but they're allowed, but it can be put into videos when people put it online, but that's normally sorted. But say it's not even sorted when you go for a partnership, because that's what I've been doing this week, is talking about partnerships to companies and talking to them about it, and they're just a bit oh yeah, because I ain't got any copyright strikes, so I've got that, so I'm safe on that sense. But in actual fact, when I talk to them, they're more like you have to get rid of that certain video that you actually haven't got permission for, even though the copyright, I've had to acknowledge it. So if anyone knows, gives me any suggestions on that, where I'd stand, because the partner company I was contacting, they said to me to actually take it down, which is my Deadpool one, which I think personally has gone quite well considering it's only been up a week and a bit. Just leave a comment below regarding that, because of course I'm all new to all this YouTube stuff, and really, so yeah, just leave the comment below, and then you can at least help me and explain to me how that works, because of course I don't want to get any strikes, even though I haven't got any. It's just because in time I do want to be able to grow my channel that big that I can actually get it out onto a network, and just and of course the only reason I want to do that is because it would be just a bigger, wider audience that I'll be expanding to, and as well just be all the hard work that I've put in at the moment to show that I'm capable of doing what I'm doing, really, and just making good game footage, which over time, yeah, it's getting better and better and better, because I'm getting used to editing, getting used to the software I'm using, even though the software I'm using right now, soon I actually am going to be getting Sony Vegas. So yeah, I'll be getting Sony Vegas to edit, because of course that's a lot better, and of course it's a better quality than what I'm using right now, because the editing software I use now I got through my PVR, and the problem with that was it was really cheap. It wasn't cheap, but it's just one of them ones where it was like you got it bundled in, because I brought a PVR, of course, because this is the way I'm actually recording it, of course, as you know, and it's just strange how it is, because the problem with this software is only 32-bit. I've got a 64-bit iOS, so I thought, oh yeah, it will install and it will have a 64-bit. No, it's 34-bit, 32, sorry. But the software I'm using right now to edit this one, and a lot of my early ones, of course, is the ArcSoft Showbiz, which I think the problem is you haven't got GPU rendering. The editing software, the way it operates, actually isn't as good as, say, once I get Sony Vegas, because I'll be able to use GPU rendering, and of course I'll be able to use many other better effects, and I'll actually be able to design a really good professional looking video, a lot better than they are coming out right now, because that's the problem with it, because it's just the way they operate. The Sony Vegas is a lot better, because you actually can have a 64-bit operating system and the GPU rendering, so of course you render videos at a quicker pace than, say, a full CPU render, because of course your GPU's actually got more power in video rendering than your actual CPU, because the CPU's more of like the mathematical side of it, not running the background so it runs smooth, because that's just the way they design them. But like that it's just the more you get better processing speed and quicker processing speed off a GPU than of course you do for video rendering off a CPU, because CPU is not really designed for that. It's designed more for, I don't know, everyday computing, just basically the background running of the games, like the loading screens and all that, but that partially does go towards your hard drives anyway in that sense. But it just, everything helps because it means I'll be able to make better quality videos, so it looks actually a lot nicer for you lot, and it's just a lot easier, and it will look more professional, and it will be quicker for me to actually be able to render the videos on the GPU, because of course I'll have more power off the GPU, whereas in CPU, of course, as I've already explained, you don't get much power because they're not designed for that. But yeah, you've got I think it's AMD, they've brought out, I think it's an 8-core processor, and that's solely designed for video editing, which is, it's alright, but at the end of the day, people thought, oh yeah, it's a game, you could use it for games, but the thing is, the games, even to this very day, they're still just getting designed to work on 64-bit operating systems, really. So it's a bit of a strange thing, and same as I think at the moment they can't work with a dual core or a triple core processor or anything like that, or a quad, as I've got on this laptop. Yeah, so personally, at the moment, some games you don't actually gain much power out of a quad core processor or even an 8-one, which is a bit overkill, but in the sense of like Cinebench and all them softwares, it's really good because you get more CPU processing power from them, and that's where it's aimed at. But the thing is, a lot of people thought, oh yeah, let's think and try and use it for gaming, but you can't, same as people have tried using server processors, which is the Xenons, and have tried 2 physical cores of them, and they're quad. Yeah, they're quad, so 2 physical quad cores. That would be ridiculous, because of course they operate completely different to a single core, and that's the only way you can operate with a game, because with having 2 physical cores, it's a bit, it's harder for a game to operate on that, because of course they've got to access both of them at the same time, and that's quite hard, because of course they don't actually have, the second one's probably more than likely redundant, because the game actually never really pushes your computer, your system, to that extreme of where you've got to actually have 2 physical processors. So it'd be a bit pointless you actually investing your money, your hard-earned money, into that and then doing it that way. So it's a bit one of them things that you can't really, it's a bit pointless you trying to do it, because you can do it and everything, yeah, you go ahead, try it, but you're not going to notice anything different, because your system, what you're going to be using it for, actually can't utilize it unless you're a server. That's why there's predominantly the motherboards that support 2 physical cores are massive, but they're servers, they're not a normal everyday desktop unit. So it would be a bit pointless you trying to invest your money in that thinking you'll improve your games. It doesn't, because they can't communicate at the same time, really. But that's just one of them things that everyone thinks, yeah, we'll try it. Yeah, you can try it out if you've got the money, but personally I would never go with it. I'd always stick with 1 physical core, and I'd say, like, well, I've got on this laptop at the moment which is going alright, which is a i7 Haswell, and that's really good, even though it's a new version, it's the newest, and of course a lot of people are going on about how it overheats and all that, really. It seems to be handling games a lot better, of course, when I actually record and play games on my computer instead of course doing my PVR and stuff. It's a lot different, because of course I'm not really using the CPU processor that badly, because I'm using more of my computer than this, so it's completely different. So it's just one of them things where you've got new technology that's coming out and they're just trying to show off that they're better. It's like with the PS4. PS4, it's like one guy basically went that the next gen console, PS4, in actual fact, is going to be more powerful than the high-end gaming PC, which one, yeah, it might cost a bit more, but it'll last longer than a PS4 because it's a lot better and you can upgrade. So yeah, this is where I will actually end the video here, so please like, subscribe and comment please, and I will catch you later, and bye for now.